Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna. Elucidating text 7 and texts 8, 9 of chapter 5, Karma Yoga, Action in Krishna's Consciousness of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Text 7, Yoga Yukto Vishuddhatma Vijitatma Jitendriyaha Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma Kurvan Napi Na Lipyate. One who works in devotion, who is a pure soul and who controls his mind and senses, is dear to everyone and everyone is dear to him, though always working. Such a man is never entangled. One who is on the path of liberation by Krishna's consciousness is very dear to every living being, and every living being is dear to him. This is due to his Krishna's consciousness. Such a person cannot think of any living being as separate from Krishna, just as the leaves and branches of a tree are not separate from the tree. He knows very well that by pouring water on the root of the tree, the water will be distributed to all the leaves and branches, or by supplying food to the stomach, the energy is automatically distributed throughout the body. Because one who works in Krishna's consciousness is servant to all, he is very dear to everyone. And because everyone is satisfied by his work, he is pure in consciousness. Because he is pure in consciousness, his mind is completely controlled. And because his mind is controlled, his senses are also controlled. Because his mind is always fixed on Krishna, there is no chance of his being deviated from Krishna, nor is there a chance that he will engage his senses in matters other than the service of the Lord. He does not like to hear anything except topics relating to Krishna. He does not like to eat anything which is not offered to Krishna, and he does not wish to go anywhere if Krishna is not involved. Therefore, his senses are controlled. A man of controlled senses cannot be offensive to anyone. One may ask, why then was Arjuna offensive in battle to others? Wasn't he in Krishna's consciousness? Arjuna was only superficially offensive because, as has already been explained in the second chapter, all the assembled persons on the battlefield would continue to live individually, as the soul cannot be slain. So spiritually, no one was killed on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Only their dresses were changed by the order of Krishna, who was personally present. Therefore, Arjuna, while fighting on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, was not really fighting at all. He was simply carrying out the orders of Krishna in full Krishna's consciousness. Such a person is never entangled in the reactions of work. Texts 8, 9. Naiva kinchita karomiti yukto manye tattva vita. Pashyan, shrunvan, sprushan, Jigranana, Shanana, Gachanna, Swapna, Shwasan, Pralapan, Visrujan, Gruhanan, Nun, Mission, Ni Mission, Napi. Indriyanin Driyartheshu, Vartanta iti Dharayan. A person in the divine consciousness, although engaged in seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, moving, about eating, sleeping and breathing, always knows within himself that he actually does nothing at all. Because while speaking, evacuating, receiving, or opening or closing his eyes, he always knows that only the material senses are engaged with their objects and that he is aloof from them. A person in Krishna's consciousness is pure in his existence, and consequently he has nothing to do with any work which depends upon five immediate and remote causes: the doer, the work, the situation, the endeavor and fortune. This is because he is engaged in the loving transcendental service of Krishna. Although he appears to be acting with his body and senses, he is always conscious of his actual position, which is spiritual engagement. In material consciousness, the senses are engaged in sense gratification. But in Krishna's consciousness, the senses are engaged in the satisfaction of Krishna's senses. Therefore, the Krishna's conscious person is always free, even though he appears to be engaged in affairs of the senses. Activities such as seeing and hearing are actions of the senses meant for receiving knowledge, whereas moving, speaking, evacuating, etc. are actions of the senses meant for work. A Krishna's conscious person is never affected by the actions of the senses. He cannot perform any act except in the service of the Lord, because he knows that he is the eternal servitor of the Lord. Thank you.